Page 2, North Andover police report. How could he leave her a note if he did not know where she lives? I then observed her to appear to be confused. She stated he must have found out. She stated he burns places down where she used to live. She then showed this detective a check made out to her by her husband. The handwriting of her ex-husband on the check did not match the writing on the note. I observed the note to be written on a light bluish envelope. I also observed in the room numerous cards with light blue envelopes. These cards were from Hallmark. I observed one card without an envelope. I then observed the envelope with a threatening note on it to match up to the Hallmark card without an envelope. As this officer started to question her about this, Rita became more nervous. I started not to believe the story of the threatening note. However, at this point, I did not tell Rita my suspicions. I was able to confirm that there was intact a restraining order against her ex-husband. I told Rita I would get in touch with her ex-husband and talk to him about this matter. She stated she wanted him arrested. As I was about to leave, the phone rang. I then heard Rita start talking into the phone. She stated the following: I know this is my ex-husband. You can't make threats to me over the phone. Yes, I got the note. At this point, I went over to her and took the phone from her. I then identified myself as a police officer and asked who I was speaking to. The male subject stated he was Mike Berta. I then asked him why he was calling. He stated that he's losing a roommate and he was going through the newspapers looking for a roommate. He stated he was reading the Tribune and the February 20th edition had an ad in it with a number stating someone was looking for a roommate. He stated he had no idea why the girl started to talk about something different. He stated he was just trying to find a place to live. At this point, he told me he currently lives at 14 Walker Road. He gave me his home phone number. I told him I would come by to confirm this. I then hung up and asked Rita why she tried to pretend that the caller was her ex-husband. She stated it was him threatening her and that he was lying to me. I then told Judy I was having a hard time believing her and that I doubted her story. I asked her if she in fact wrote the note. She would not answer this officer after this. I told her that I believed the last caller to be legitimate and that if I found out she was making a false report, I then could charge her criminally. I then proceeded to 14 Walker Road and met with the caller, Mike Berta. He showed me the ad in the paper and he was legitimate. I explained to him why I'd check on him and he stated the girl really started to confuse him. I then proceeded back to the station. Once inside, I contacted Marie Martin and explained to her what had transpired. I then explained to her I thought Rita was making up the whole story. We explained that a lot of people believe she does this. At this point, we received a call from Rita's psychologist, Yasmin Yiannopoulos. She stated that Rita just left a message on her answering machine, stated she was going to kill herself. At this point, myself and Officer Patnaud went back to the residence and spoke again with Rita. She stated she did threaten to kill herself. At this point,